Well, hey everybody, welcome to the Brady Bunch or this special episode of the Seller Roundtable. I don't even know how to announce this. I'm of course here with my co-host Andy Arnott, and we invited a whole bunch of people and they all said yes. And so here we are. We're going to talk about these upcoming events that we have going on. We're going to talk about Prosper. We're going to talk about the Empowery Women's Conference. We're going to talk about live events in Vegas, the evening events that are happening. We've got some event hosts here with us today. And then we're going to talk about all of the people who are going to be at Prosper. So check it out. Hang out here with us because we are going to really just cover everything that's going to be happening, the who's who and the what's what. And if you're thinking about coming to Prosper, you got to get your tickets now because it's going to be awesome. All right, Jana just joined us. Jana, I'm going to mute you for just a second. All right, so the first thing we're going to do is talk about Prosper itself. So Prosper itself is, let's see, what do we got for dates, Andy? We've got July 13th through the 15th at the Westgate Resort. So there's going to be an exhibit hall with vendor booths and a conference at the same time. And we have some of the speakers here with us today from that conference. So speakers that are here with me that are speaking at Prosper, we're going to have for each speaker, we'd love for you to give us a quick intro and tell us what you're going to be speaking about or doing at Prosper. Let's start with the guy who's given me the most information about how to navigate Prosper, and that's Tim Jordon. Tim, I'm going to put you on the spot. Why don't you start here? Give us a quick intro and tell us what you got going on at Prosper.
Well, first, I think we need to clarify. You called it the Westgate Resort.
Oh, geez.
Not a resort.
It's not a resort. For anybody that stayed at the Westgate, I think it's like a drinking game when you walk into your room to figure out if all the furniture is still there or not. But I understand we're there for the ambiance, not, the poshness. So, but anyways, yeah, I'm speaking at Prosper, and I'm speaking specifically about Walmart because we know that Walmart is the number 2 marketplace in North America right now, and nobody really knows much about it. So my partner Norm and I have spent a lot of time figuring out Walmart, and we're kind of introducing it to the Amazon crowd as a growth opportunity. So kind of all the frequently asked questions, do's, don't, hacks, all that good stuff.
Cool. So you're going to be speaking which day? How many days is the conference at Prosper?
So the conference is technically 2 days. It's Wednesday and Thursday, the 14th and 15th. Tuesday, the 13th is the workshop day, where it's not like the general admission tickets. It's kind of something a little bit special. But I'm speaking on Wednesday at, I don't even remember, 1 p.m. or something, somewhere around then, early afternoon.
Sweet. All right. Well, we also have another speaker here with us, and that is Paul Barron. Paul, tell us what you're doing at Prosper.
I'm going to talk about how to outfish Tim Jordon.
Don't you actually have to do it before you can teach people how to do it also?
No, that's not what I'm going to talk about. Yeah, I'm talking about, I'm leveraging our brand Bow and Bell Littles, and what we're going to be talking about is a case study, how we've gotten all this press and stuff, and partnered with nano influencers. So it's going to be a talk about nano influencers, the ins and outs, what we've done to, get people to partner with us, how we approach them, how we approach the partnerships, and kind of mindset you need to approach going into influencer marketing. Because if you're going into influencer marketing and you're expecting it to just be this man, I'm going to get this massive ROI right out the gate, and my scales, yeah, I'm still thinking about fishing. My sales are going to skyrocket. You're probably going to be disappointed because it's more of a long-term play. And quite frankly, working with influencers, you really do need to have a brand story. You need to have something for them to grasp onto in order for that to take to be really powerful. So I'm going to be talking about that.
Next up, we have Melissa. Melissa, tell us a little bit about Empowery and why everybody needs to go check it out.
So the Empowery Women's Conference is the day after Prosper concludes. So we actually have kind of a welcome party that's happening on the 15th as Prosper is ending. It's kind of like a finish off Prosper and welcome everyone to the Empowery event, the Soiree in the Sky with Rich Goldstein and So I think that there's a couple other sponsors as well. And they were actually kind enough to reach out to us and have this be the official event. And so all of the VIPs for the women's conference, all of the sponsors and all of the speakers get in free. So that's really amazing that they have done that. And then the next day is the Empowery Women's Conference. Last year we did this as a 2-day event, and that was our initial plan going into it this year. But we actually realized, like, we're going to be in Las Vegas for quite a while, and there's a lot of people that have to leave on Saturday, even though they want to stay and they want to be part of it. So what we did to make sure everyone still gets a chance to take part in the workshops and stuff that we put a lot of time and that our speakers are really excited to do, we condensed it into one day. And so now we are doing it on the 16th only. Presentations in the morning, workshops in the afternoon, and we're really excited about it because it's actually, the agenda looks nice and clean, and I think it's going to be a really power-packed day. And then the next day, I think there's going to be just a few people still sticking around Las Vegas. So we put together mimosas with mentors at Border Grill at Mandalay Bay, and I think that that's the restaurant that's owned by a couple of Top Chef Masters stars. And so we're going to do some mimosas and have some brunch from 10 to 12 on that day.
Awesome. Sounds fun. So I love the condensed thing, because especially if you're a little more advanced, like going into some of these conferences, you kind of like see the same stuff over and over again. So it's nice to have it kind of condensed, and then decide if, you know, that session's right for you or not, or if you want to go out, you know, like me, I'm a lobby prowler. You know, I just like to be out front, you know, chatting with everybody who's coming in and out. That's always a lot of fun. So yeah, it sounds awesome. And if you're already there, why not go, right?
Exactly. Yep.
Cool. So McClain, tell me a little bit about what you're going to be doing at the Empowery conference, and let people know what to look forward to.
Yeah, I'll be representing Meghla, which is a inspection company I currently do growth and marketing and content for. So I am actually doing a workshop on how to really hone in on what kind of tests that your products need. I'm kind of going behind the scenes of what inspections really involve, even what happens during the manufacturing process, talking about things like what kind of questions you should and shouldn't ask your supplier when trying to decide, you know, who you want to manufacture with. So it should be fun. I'm excited to talk about it.
Awesome.
I'm excited to hear all the things that she's going to present, because I think these are actually questions that come up often, and I think this is going to be one of the workshops that people are really in need of at this time.
I hope
Yeah,
so.
absolutely.
I hope there's not like 2 people there.
So the other exciting thing is Meghla is going to be there. Meghla, you always have super awesome information, always new stuff coming out. I love how you're tapping into a market that still to this day very few are. So tell people what they can expect coming from you.
Awesome. I'm so excited to be speaking at the Empowery conference, and so bummed I can't be there in person, but hey, virtual will do. So I'm going to be talking about how to source from India profitably, and what types of products you can source from India, what not to source, what are some of the differences between China and India, and just some sourcing best practices. I've also launched my website recently, so I'm going to talk a little bit about that too. So yeah, it's going to be fun, and all about sourcing from India.
Cool. I love it. And last but not least, Yael is going to be also at the Empowery conference. And Yael, tell us exactly what's going to be going down.
So I realize that people don't understand lawyers, but I also realize that people like stories. You know, on the Facebook group, when someone tells about a big problem they had, everybody's talking about that, and they remembered that suspension and that problem. So I decided this year to tell stories, to bring the stories and give examples, which should help explain the legal situation better, and will help sellers remembering the rules in a fun way, hopefully.
That is so awesome. So, I mean, I'm looking forward to all of these events, and we've heard from some of the speakers. we haven't heard from any vendors. So I know there's a few people on the live stream right now that are having vendor booths in the exhibit hall. And something fun to do at Prosper is just to go to the exhibit hall and visit the vendors. I heard Tim and Norm on their live Private Label Leader Live this morning talking about, you know, visiting some of the booths, and you guys gave some great tips for visiting booths. So do we have any vendors, anybody who's going to have a booth at Prosper at the event? Do we have anyone here that wants to talk about their booth? If so, feel free to unmute and jump in.
I heard Rich Goldstein has the coolest booth ever.
Yeah, but I hate to think of myself as a vendor. That just sounds so vendorish. Yeah, so I'm gonna have a booth, and you know, and basically, I just decided my booth is going to be a hangout spot. I've got a couple of couches at extremely inflated prices. If you've ever rented anything from Freeman, who runs all the trade shows, they seem to have it locked up across the U.S. But yeah, essentially, I'm going to have a booth for Goldstein Patent Law, booth 2123, and anyone wants to come hang out, just come hang out. I mean, that's really what it's there for. I was just kind of like, if I didn't have a booth, then I would probably feel a little homeless when I was walking around the show. So I said, you know what, let me just have a place where I feel at home. And so anyone else is welcome to come join me and just hang out.
Well, I know I'll be hanging out at the Empowery. Empowery is going to have a little table there, and I'm going to be helping out, hanging out over there. But I'm definitely going to stop by your booth, Rich, because I heard that it's going to be super chill and awesome. So what should people do, like, in terms of going around to the different booths? Like, what should they expect? I would love for Norm to just talk a little bit about that, because Norm, you said something on your live this morning that I thought was really great about what to do at those booths and how to network.
I was going to interject too, is that I know we're going to have a booth. We're actually going to have a dunk tank. So,
no way, no, you're not. You're having a dunk tank.
Trust me when I say my partners would probably want that, you know, for me to be in a bunk. No, we will have a booth. Yeah, dunk tank would be more fun than probably what we're doing.
I think we should make that happen, Brian.
Yeah, you know that everyone's gonna be annoyed. Like, it's like you say, hey, come to Miami, let's play dodgeball. And there's no dodgeball.
Right. Well, I mean, I can start working on the signs. Like Paul's going to be in the dunk tank. He's going to be first up. Go and buy your.
Okay,
I'll do it.
I'll
totally
Paul
do it.
and I, you can trust on, because we always wanted to play dodgeball the entire time in Miami, and no one was on board with that. So Paul,
what would the event coordinators do if all of us started playing laser tag in the exhibit area?
That's a great idea. Let's bring some Nerf guns.
There you go.
I'm on it. I'm so on it. Hey, so Norm, what do you think? I saw Norm that Abe is working on his beard. So, so it looks like you've got some competition there. But Norm, what do you think about what should people be doing at the booths? Are you going to be hanging out at the booths, Norm?
Oh, definitely. And hopefully you can hear me okay. But yeah, the booths are probably one of the most important things. You don't want to bypass. Well, the way that I put it is, you can't judge a book by its cover, is that if they have nothing there, make sure you check them out. It might be a new upcoming service that is brand new to Amazon or a service provider that most people pass by because they don't, have a pretty booth with banners and everything. So make sure you check them out. Also, I never go into a trade show with a bag. We made a couple of jokes about that with Tim, stuffing
Is that when you said you wanted to put all your balls in my bag?
Bling. I'm going to say bling. Put all the bling in Tim's backpack. But
yeah, that's what you said. You're going to put your stress balls in my backpack.
I know. But anyways, one of the things that I like to do is I like to go through, and if there's somebody that I want to talk to, and if I want to remember them, I'll take a picture with them beside, just a selfie. And that way I can go back and say that, make a note on it. There's a lot of people that you'll see at these booths, and they want to scan your badge, or you can just scan your badge so you don't want any paperwork. But if you don't take the selfie with them and you're not following up, that's fine, because 90% of these people never follow up anyways. So anyways, that's sort of the tips that we gave during the live today.
All right, thank you and we'll touch back on networking tips in just a minute. And before I go to night events, I saw Ritu's here. She joined us a little bit late, but she's here. And Ritu, are you speaking at Empowery and Prosper? Just Empowery? What?
Yeah. Hi guys. Yes, I'm speaking at both. The talk at Prosper is going to be a joint talk with Rick Cesari and Justin Fay, and we're basically talking about building brand loyalty on Amazon with video. I don't know if you guys know Rick. I mean, he's a legend. He's the one who kind of launched GoPro, and so this is going to be exciting. So the theme there is video on Amazon. And then at Empowery, I'm so excited to be hosting a workshop on video ads. So the theme remains the same across Prosper and Empowery. It's going to be about video ads. But at Empowery, I'm going to be leading this workshop where I'm going to show everyone how to create a video ad from start to finish. And then we'll also launch that ad if we have time on Amazon. So it's like everybody has this kind of fear or barrier to kind of start, doing more video ads. And so I'm here to kind of break those barriers and make it as easy and, achievable as possible within the 1.5 hours that we have the workshop for. So yeah, I'm excited about it.
Awesome. Yeah, I'm so looking forward to both events and seeing all these amazing topics. There's a lot of stuff to see here. So let's get into nighttime events, because you guys, the unique thing about Prosper is that during the day we have conferences and stuff going on, but at night there are so many cool nighttime events. Prosper has been taken over by a different management group. So it's a little different than it used to be. And so many of us are looking forward to these nighttime events. So first I'm going to bring up Melissa and Rich Goldstein, who are hosting the first event of the night of Thursday night, which is, I think it's Thursday night, yes, which is going to be the Soiree in the Sky. And that is going to be at the MGM Skylofts. Rich and Melissa, did you guys want to talk about that event and what people can expect and how they can sign up?
I'll give the floor to Rich here. He has been kind enough to invite the Empowery women and the Empowery Women's Conference ticket holders. So Rich, take it away.
What to expect? Expect not to make it to the show on the next morning. Well, luckily though, the show is over, but we do want to make it to Empowery in the morning. So we're going to end at 10 o'clock just to make sure that everyone gets there. But yeah, essentially, so I'm staying at the MGM Skyloft, which is ridiculously big space that no one should be staying at unless they were throwing a party. I mean, it's just ridiculously big. No one needs that big of a suite, except if you're going to have 80 to 100 people like we are. So so the plan is we're going to have the event from 8 to 10 p.m. It's going to be a post show event for Prosper. So like the after party and also the pre-event for the Empowery Women's Conference. So it's going to be awesome. We got lots of stuff planned. And if you are a ticket holder for Empowery, then you are definitely in. You could also sign up for the party and it will be as space permits. And I think you can do that at, I saw you made a bit.ly for it. It's like bit.ly/soiree in the sky, which you do need to know how to spell soiree.
That's true.
I can't consistently do. I have to Google it each time to make sure I spell it correctly. So bit.ly/soiree in the sky, you could sign up to attend. And I mean, most likely you'll be able to get in, but you're definitely in if you are one of the VIPs from or the speakers from the Empowery Women's Conference.
So I think you're the reason why they're doing it at the Westgate this year, right? So when you're sending all these people with a little too much drink back to their rooms, they're already expecting it, right?
Pretty much. All right, Westgate Resort, and we use the term loosely, resort.
It's the last resort. It's the
I
last
was
resort.
just about to say that.
The
Dang it.
hotel of last resort, right?
The Westgate last resort.
It's actually the perfect resort for some of you guys that I've hung out with at some of these conferences. They know how you guys roll, so that was the safe bet there. So they wouldn't come back to them and ban them for life. So they're
You
already
can't screw the place up any worse than it already is. Is that what you're saying?
Maybe, possibly. And I'm glad that Tim just chimed in because Tim and Barcus, you guys are hosting Rock Out on the Record, and would love to hear a little bit more about that.
Well, I'll be honest and say I really don't know anything about it. I was just told to show up, so I'll have to leave that to Barcus.
All right.
Well, Tim stole my answer. They don't tell me anything. I'm at the bottom of the totem pole here. So, no, it's going to be, I know that there's going to be karaoke. I think there's live music. I'm assuming there's live music because it's at the Rock Out on the Record. Drinks. I'm sure there's going to be some, maybe dancing, a lot of networking. So if you're interested in checking it out, it's helium10.com/rockout. I'm just looking forward to seeing so many people. I haven't been out of my state in 2 years, and I'm looking forward to meeting old friends and stuff, but also meeting so many more new people that I've only talked to or communicated with on Facebook or whatever other social media. So,
Barcus, didn't that event supposed to have like 500 people?
y'all are asking the wrong person here. I don't know why.
That's what I'd heard the number was 500 people.
Yeah, I think it's going to be big. So it's going to be a fun time. So I don't think that there's a real itinerary. But yeah, there's going to be a bunch.
It is on the Tuesday for anybody wanting to know when.
Tuesday at 7 p.m.
Oh, love it. All right. Well,
there are there's 500 people going to the Helium 10 party.
That's what I was asking. I had heard that was the target number, but I don't know if that's actually accurate or not. Basically, awesome. Andy just asked the two least informed guys about this event.
Hey, I'm just reading the script. As long as you guys have, the attractive women handing out drinks, can you say that in 2021, or am I going to get in trouble for that?
What does that mean?
Well, you're going to get instantly canceled, Andy.
We think so.
Norm, you have to say the attractive women and Norm, and then everything's okay.
Or you just say attractive people. Then you just don't want to be like.
Or what you could do is not say any more because the hole's getting fucking deeper.
That's so true. That's some international
save yourself a lot of pain.
All right.
Yeah, well, we got you back, Andy. We got you back. We love you.
All right, I don't want to be canceled. And if anybody knows me and my sense of humor, if anybody knows me and my sense of humor, I get a pass. I'm sorry, but I do.
Exactly. You're an engineer. You get a pass. Yeah.
Oh man. Michael, Casino in the Clouds. I'm pretty sure you might have a little more information than Barcus and Tim. Not to slam them at all. I'm just saying you might have a little bit more. I love both those guys, but they
set the bar pretty high there. But yeah, so Wednesday night, Casino in the Clouds. We're at the top of the Strat. It's going to be awesome. It's a short Uber ride or even a walk if you decide to walk in that wonderful Las Vegas weather in July. We're kicking things off at 7:00. We'll be, as in the name, Casino in the Clouds. We'll be playing some games, playing some blackjack, some poker, some craps. It's going to be an awesome time. We'll be going until about 11. So hopefully people can still get rested up for things on Thursday, but just going to be a great way to cap off that Wednesday. We're actually, due to popular demand, we're going to be doing a drawing for the final tickets, and we're actually going to do that on Wednesday. So make sure you swing by the booths of the sponsors and say hi, and we'll do a drawing at the end of the day for those final spots. It's not too late to apply to be in that drawing. Just go to smartscout.com/casino in the clouds, and we'd love to see you there.
Awesome. Sounds fun. Now I'm probably going to regret this because Paul's going to have to unmute his mic here and tell us a little bit more about some of the other night events, and I may regret that, but it's on my list, so I have to do it.
Why am I the whipping horse?
You didn't.
Oh.
Amy specifically said everybody mute who's not up yet, and I'm
it's
just saying
true.
I didn't see the little red X over your mic. So
I was mostly muted. I just had to chime in every now and again. So I am working with Foundry, which is a new acquisition firm, and we are putting on a invite only party. It's going to be about 100 people, and basically it's going to be influencers and 7+ figure sellers. So the bar is going to be a little bit more than just, hey, come show up. As much as I would love to throw a party where every single person can come, they're dropping some serious cash on this. And so we actually set the tickets so that if you do want to come, you can buy a ticket. It is $500. But if you are a 7-figure seller, you're an influencer in the Amazon space, you can hit me up and I can get you some more details. I do not have a short link set up because we are doing the invite only, but this is going to be pretty sweet. We actually rented out a speakeasy. We have a 4-piece jazz band. It's going to be kind of in the Roaring 20s sort of gangster type theme. And it is running from 6 to 9. And yeah, Rich will be there. And so what we're planning on is like going from there to Rich's I just don't know how I'm going to live this week, really, to be completely honest. Like there's so many flipping things like Tuesday and then Wednesday morning and then Wednesday day and then Wednesday night. It's just going to be insane. So I'm really excited about this.
You just won't sleep.
No,
just
I
not
just
gonna
won't
get to
sleep.
sleep. Is all. Just resign yourself to that and you're good.
I know. It's insane.
There's going to be a few more parties. I'll let you know in a little while. So Wednesday isn't just done yet, finishing with you guys.
Because
I'll
Danny's
get
got
into
like
that
3, right?
I've got 3 parties lined up.
But
Yeah.
wait, there's more.
Yeah, there's more parties. It's going to be out of control.
Yeah, it's insane. So anyway, that's the one that we're doing. And Foundry it's a cool new acquisition firm. It was started by a couple ex-Amazonians. One guy built Seller Central, like actual sell that we all use. He then built a detail page. The other guy built it was Amazon exclusives at the time, which is now Amazon Launchpad. So great opportunity to network with some really high level ex-Amazonians that still have connections that I have actually been able to leverage at Amazon. So that's pretty cool.
That is so awesome. I'm looking forward to all of these events so far, but I saw Brandon was on here too. Brandon, did I see you? You're also having an event, right?
Yeah, so I am kind of overlapping by about an hour with Helium 10's party on Tuesday. I purposely made it a little bit later, mostly because I'm cheap and didn't want to have to serve dinner. But I'm doing like an after dessert thing at Topgolf. It's a pool and Topgolf party. So I actually have the whole pool deck, 7 bays to golf in. And it is, I have a lifeguard on duty, so you can swim. I encourage you to bring a bathing suit and a towel. It's going to be pretty fun. I know Jacob is a swimmer, so he's going to be getting in there. And I know Liron's bringing a bunch of people. He's encouraging them to bring swimsuits. I imagine there will be a small percentage of people that actually swim, but I think it'll be fun, especially when it's 110 degrees at 10 o'clock.
Wait, Brandon,
we're marketers. We're not models.
We need to know if you have your golden Speedo fired up and ready, Brandon. That's the only thing that people want to know.
If
he calls it the sequin
people
gem.
want it, I will do it. If we get it, so it's open bar. It is there are lots of desserts being served. There's sweets and fruits, and then I have a really nice cake being made as well, which should be fun. Yeah, it's going to be about 170 people. I'm capped at 170, and I've got about 150 already sold. So I've only got spots for 20 more.
All right, that's really awesome. I know I have a ticket. I'll be there. I'm going to be running around to events. I think most of us are every night. That's why it's going to be a lot of fun. But yeah, next I would love to bring up Izabela, who is going to be, she's the party animal extraordinaire. She's going to be at all the parties. So Izabela, tell us about your networking events. What are you going to be doing? And where are you going to be so we can all follow you around? That's what I say. I'm just going to be wherever Izabela is. I'm going to be there.
What an introduction. The party animal. I did not know that that's how people see me, but I'll take it, whatever. Fuck it. Yeah, so thank you, by the way, Amy. This is amazing. You should have your own radio show. You have like the perfect radio show voice. Okay, so Tuesday, definitely Helium 10, Avi. Seller Systems, of course. Then Wednesday, I'm just going off your list, by the way, because I'm attending every single one of these events. So the Billionaire Breakfast, if I'm awake, hopefully I'm awake at that time, or hopefully I don't sleep and I can just go to the
Before bed.
Yeah, correct. To breakfast with Kevin King and Rich. Hi, Rich. I miss you. I haven't seen you in like 75 years. It's good to
I
see
miss you too. And I'm going to make sure that you're at the breakfast.
Okay, cool, awesome. Thrasio, Feast by the Fountains, Casino in the Clouds with Tim Jordon, of course. Thursday, Soiree, of course. I'll be at Foundry as well. And Friday, I am speaking at Empowery on an amazing mindset piece that I'm working myself on right now. And it's all about asking yourself the right questions and how the brain rewires itself to give you the right answers to the perfect questions that you're asking. So it's going to be a full week of amazing meetings with all my friends that I miss so much, each one of you. And I hope we get to see each other at all of the events. I don't really like how it's like separated by like, who's invited and who's not. I wish everybody could go. But it is what it is. Luckily, I'm considered party animal from what I've heard, and I guess I'm invited everywhere. But also, I'm very excited to see my lovely, lovely Danny McMillan. We may have something going on, me and him, may or may not. We don't know. We'll leave that up to Danny. But I'm just so excited to see all of you.
Yes, I love that. Definitely. Speaking of Danny McMillan, Danny came in late, so but it is late for you, isn't it, Danny? But tell us what you're up to during these events.
Well, it's 9:35, so it's nearly bedtime for me, like over in the UK. But no, okay. So just a quick one. I ain't going anywhere without a visa. I've had my guy on it. Tim knows, people know about it. It's like I've got 4 or 5 days left. So I've applied for an exemption. I've got an ESTA and I'm just waiting day by day. Everything's organized. So I've got two hosting gigs at Prosper. So, and then there's the 3 events as well. But my deadline is 6 a.m. UK time, Monday morning, or I can't make it, which means I can't do most of these things. So let's just say, for instance, I'm the cat with 9 lives that gets credits every week to update my 9 lives, and I get my visa on Friday, right? Then we're ready to rock and roll. So Tuesday, after the keynote speech, I'll be hosting a panel for White Hat Hacks for a group of sellers. That's at Prosper. And then it's off to see Brandon down the road. And then it's off to Helium 10 in the evening. Then I have to be a good boy and put myself to bed at 10 o'clock, because of course that's going to happen, because I need to get up Wednesday morning because we need to set up the mansion. Me and Izza have got a private party with a mansion for 30 people. It's got a pool. I'll be DJing all night. It will start at midnight and I will play until sunrise. So we're at the sun coming up and I'll play like Ibiza classics and stuff like that. So I'll be DJing all night. So I think you could go over and set the venue up on the Wednesday morning, then go over and do another hosting gig on Wednesday afternoon. Not hosting, sorry, I'm on a panel and it's for Future of Sellers, what's to expect around the corner. And that's hosted by Jason Bryce. And then I'm involved with Elevate Brands on the Casino in the Sky party as well, because they're part of the sponsorship team there. So I'll be over there helping out there where I can. And then it'll be straight to our venue at 11 o'clock. So it's in a secret location and it's an invite only. There'll be 30 people. Some of the people on this call have already been invited. I haven't spread the word properly yet because I haven't got my visa. So again, we can't have lots of people because of rules and regulations. But then, so there's that. And then on Thursday, we're hosting drinks at 5 p.m. till 7. And I'll let people know on details on that. But I'll be attending Rich's thing. And I think Tim's got something Thursday night as well. So we're all going to need a new liver in time for Friday. So once we hit Empowery, we need to get all the aggregators to sponsor us to take IVs so that we're all good to go. Because I think after 3 days of boozing.
I've never done one of those IV like you see them, the
hydration
oxygen bars.
I've done it.
Yeah.
How is it, Tim? Does it work?
Man, it's awesome.
rejuvenation bar, they call it, right?
Yeah,
That's right. There's one at
the
the
one.
Wynn.
The one that I went to, I think, is in the bottom of the Wynn. I can't remember, but
That's where I'm staying too. So that's going to be
it's
very
like
handy.
all sort. It's mostly just hydration. It's a lot of fluids, rapid infusion fluids.
B12, all the different Bs.
B12, electrolytes, all sorts of stuff. It'll
Yeah, I'm going to definitely try that. So I'll meet you guys there one morning before we go to bed.
It works. It works once.
Right.
FYI, it doesn't work twice.
Okay.
So we should reserve it for
the most important day. Yes, so you save it up.
Thursday
save
morning.
it till Thursday.
Because Thursday night's going to be crazy. Oh
Yeah.
my goodness. Brandon, you wanted to talk about a launch workshop that you're going to be doing.
Yeah, so Tuesday before everything really kicks off, like I think that Prosper has a couple of their workshops in the morning, a couple like 2 or 3 hour things. Independent of Prosper, I'm running an all-day launch workshop, mostly for a little bit higher end sellers. If you've already got a few products launched, 6 and 7 figure sellers, we go through the whole process from product research, like the keyword data analysis to optimize your listings, go through how to then drive the correct traffic for maximum ranking juice. So it's going to be PPC, SOPs, some boring stuff, some outside traffic and marketing, different levers to pull to maximize ranking juice and ranking.
Sweet. All right.
All right, Chelsea, did you have something you wanted to mention? It sounds like you might have something going on.
Yeah, well, I'm definitely going to be at Empowery, so I wanted to just plug that again. SoStock will be hosting a booth at Empowery, and I'm also doing a workshop. I don't know if anyone is aware, but there's something that's happened recently with inventory at Amazon. So I'll be talking about restructuring basically your entire operations. This new change affects your marketing, it affects your logistics, and it affects your cash flow. And you need to completely restructure and rethink how you do that. So that's what my workshop is going to be covering. And then of course you can come see us at the booth. But yeah, I'm really excited about Empowery. So just if people are kind of on the fence about whether they're going to stay or not, then you should get that ticket and come and see us all, because we're ready to entertain and to get you motivated towards moving into fourth quarter.
Love it. Thank you for bringing that up. That's such an important topic right now. I know it's like everybody's been kind of dealing with the inventory mess. It's been a regular thing that we've been all talking about. Hey, Tim, did you say something about an official Prosper networking thing?
Yes, I think it's, and someone correct me if I'm wrong, but I think it's 5 to 7 on Wednesday night. And it's the one that actually Prosper does. And it's always really cool because everybody is invited. And I know that like, I have good friends that I met 2 years ago there that I probably never would have run into at one of these more private events, because it's kind of the, a lot of the same folks that you run into. And so make sure everybody goes to that. And I think that if you have tickets to Prosper, even if it's just tickets to the vendor hall, like not the sessions, then you get access to that and it's free. So put that on the list too.
And it's in the exhibit hall. So if you need
it's in the exhibit hall, that's even better.
Yeah. So if you need a place to sit, just come by my booth.
Yay. I'm going to hang out. I'm going to have like a marked chair, a warm spot on one of Rich's chair there.
So it sounds like
Yeah,
you've
like
got
a
like
director's
12
chair with your
events.
name on the back of it.
Yes, I love it. So we'd love to hear from some of the folks here that we haven't heard from yet. So we've got a whole bunch of people in the room here with us. So let's just go through the list. Like as far as, the Brady Bunch goes, I see Talal, what are you up to at Prosper? What are you looking forward to most?
I'm just all of you people, really, more than anything. So I just want to go to network and talk. I'm actually going in my capacity, not as Brand Together, but on behalf of one of my clients. I'm actually an employee there too. So I'm going to go in my capacity as a seller.
Amazing. And let's hear from the Canadians. We've got a couple of people coming all the way, sneaking into the US, very dangerous, tactics that they're going to have to do, I think, to get into the US from Canada. Come on, Canadians, where are you?
These illegal immigrants are going to be crossing the border. We need a wall.
Yeah, I feel like
Yo.
We've got Rana, we've got Jacob Topping, we've got Norm coming all the way from Canada.
Norm can get into the States, but he can't get back to Canada. He's coming to Prosper, and he's just going to have to stay in the States like maybe another week or two just because he can't get back over. That's how much he loves all of us.
So Rana figured out the hack. You have to fly into Buffalo and drive across.
Well, that's what I did for Miami. But they've changed the rules now. So if you're double vax, you can actually fly back.
Well, yes and no. If you have a negative test, if you have both vaccines and you have 2 weeks behind you, then you could possibly come in, but you still got to quarantine for 2 weeks. Crazy.
Now, Norm, you were telling me that part of the re-entry process to Canada is you have to have a negative test, and you were volunteering for the butt swab version, right?
Oh, God. Tim.
Why not?
you also have to sing "Oh Canada" at the border, and Norm, you can come stay in Idaho. You know, we border Canada, so and you know it's a very small crossing here. You can come stay. We got a guest room. You just have to put up with my 3 small kids, you know. But you know, if you can entertain them with your beard, we'll call that even in terms of, you know, we won't charge you a room and board. So yeah, you.
He's a coyote and bring people Idaho to Canada. He'll give you a great one.
There we go.
Can we look at when we put the list out of all the parties, can we put a check mark next to all the parties that require the butt swab so I know which ones to go to?
Only Tim's.
So who's hanging out with Brandon over there?
He'll be administering them. He'll be not only participating but administering.
Pretty sure it's the only ones that require that are the pool parties. So.
Oh my
Listen,
goodness.
guys, we'll be flying in from Canada, and we're going to be packing treats. All right. So I've been hot on the press making tons of these 5-leaf chocolate bars, and the question is, how much gold will the TSA allow at the border? Because every bar is gold plated, and I got stacks of them here. These are 23.4, 23.3, getting made for the event, preparing for things beforehand. Also, rigorous workout schedule, sleep schedule, swimming schedule, and nutrition so that we can network to the maximum extent. That's the goal.
Yeah, 6 weeks ago, I was like, I'm going to try to lose 15 pounds before Prosper. I've gained 10. So it's not going as planned.
I'm doing great with my diet. Look what's at my desk.
Yo.
Nice.
Guys, this is Hot Dad Summer. We're taking over. So everybody bring your dad bod.
Hey, look, as soon as
I take it everywhere I go.
Dad bod became cool, I gave up. I just quit.
Like, if you're a mom, I feel like this joke doesn't fly as well.
Don't worry, guys. I'm bringing 1.5 to 2 dad bods simultaneously. I've been preparing for this for years.
Well, we know which conference the hot bodies will be at.
No, Jacob's the most prepared for the illegal border crossing, though, with all that river swimming he does. Yeah, are you going to hold the bars over your head coming back, though, or are you?
Well, no, you're going to eat them in Vegas, man. They're chocolate.
Okay. All right.
They're chocolate.
Or are they going to be hidden somewhere?
Well, wait a second. We haven't discussed the fact he's bringing chocolate to 130-degree deserts.
It's all about logistics, Tim. You know, you got to bring it in, import, export.
Cooler
I've been talking with my partners all across Las Vegas. We've got temperature-controlled facilities to house the chocolate. We have one-day delivery in insulated boxes to import it if TSA doesn't let it through. Contingency
So what kind
plans.
of chocolate is this? Canada's not really known for the chocolate, right? It's more for the gummies.
70% dark 5-leaf chocolate, gold-plated chocolate. If you don't know about the gold leaf chocolate, you've got to ask some people. You can talk to Amy has had the chocolate. Danny has seen the chocolate. Many people. Melissa has seen the chocolate. Barcus has had partaken of the chocolate.
Who on the panel
Jana
is
from
gonna...
Serbia had the chocolate delivered to Serbia. No
Who
problem.
on the panel can lead
delivery.
us to like the place where we can get once we eat his chocolate, we can go get the other chocolate that's known in Vegas. And
well, if you eat the chocolate that I bring, you won't have to go to the oxygen board. It's
we're talking about Izabela's chocolate, right?
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. Like, yeah, we gotta plan an outing to that isn't on the itinerary.
I need something more upper to keep me awake for the 7 days of partying.
Something more potent.
Yeah, maybe.
Well,
something sexy.
Well, I think we should definitely wrap it up because we're just out of control over here. But anyway, no, I love it. Thank you guys so much for being here. I want to remind people that you guys make your way out to Prosper. You can sign up for Prosper at prospershow.com. If you follow any one of us, you're going to find a discount code. You can sign up for the Empowery conference at empowery.com underneath the events link. Just click the events link, click the conference. It's right there. And you can sign up for any of these nighttime events. If you're wondering about the nighttime events, we actually have a Facebook group for networking. It is called facebook.com/groups/ecom events 2021. Ecom with one M, events 2021. And that has the full schedule in it, and we're posting everything in there. So feel free, and that way we can kind of, network throughout the week. Don't forget the first night of kickoff. We've got the networking event happening at Rich's booth. The networking event happening at Rich's booth right outside the Westgate, the resort, right? The Westgate Resort. We'll be there for networking on Wednesday. And then we've got on Thursday, we've got Rock Out on the Record. We've got, Tuesday, right? Tuesday is is Rock Out on the Record. And then we've got, and Brandon's event as well, Topgolf. We've got Casino in the Clouds happening the next night. That's going to be an incredible event. We've got the next night after that, Thursday night, it's the crazy night. Thursday night, we've got Soiree in the Sky. We've got the Foundry event. We've got, I think there's another little exclusive event that we've talked about that some people have an invite to. You might be able to find one of those. And then we've got Friday. We're all at the Empowery Women Conference. Men and women are invited. Let's check that out. Saturday, we're wrapping it up with mentors and mimosas. Don't forget that we got $1 billion breakfast in there somewhere one morning. We've got
Wednesday morning.
Wednesday morning. I'm so glad you guys are on top of it. See, this is why we need networking groups. But hey, we all want to see you there. Okay, we're all going to be hanging out either at the conference. We'll either be in the booths. We'll be at the networking events. We want to see you. We want to connect with you. So be out there. And if you have any questions at all before the event, during the event, check us out in our Facebook group. And we're all in there, so you can ask any questions or make any connections that you need to make there, and reach out to any of these folks. They're really good about getting back to you and helping you out with that. So looking forward to seeing you all. Thank you guys so much for being here today. I think our live stream got blocked because of Jana had some music in the background, so Sony claimed it.
It's back on, at least for now. I don't know if they maybe temporarily did or just blocked that segment, but it looks like we're still good.
Amy, I got a couple actually that we didn't mention. We
please
get Kevin King too. So Kevin and I are doing a breakfast on Wednesday morning for those daring enough to get up early before the conference. $1 billion breakfast, and he's extended invitations to anyone who's been at one of his $1 billion Seller Summit events, or anyone who has a ticket for the upcoming one. And of course, if hit me up if you want a ticket to that too. And then also, I will say that I do have the suite on Friday night. Nothing planned, but there will likely be alcohol left over from Thursday night. So nothing planned yet, but just kind of stay close and something will probably happen.
Everyone will be sneaking around Rich's for a night.
There'll be no leftover alcohol, I assure you.
So we've got Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. We've got all these events happening. What's happening on the Monday night? What are we doing?
Or even Sunday night.
Monday, you're going to need to rest up. You're going to need your energy for the next 4 days.
I assumed, as people are arriving, some people will be texting each other, hey, do you want to go see the fountains at whatever, I thought for me, it's going to be a really casual night of hey, did you land? Are you here? And just kind of people randomly getting together. It's anything planned.
I agree with Melissa, but generally what happens is if you leave your hotel, you go, I'm going to have a nice quiet one. I've got a busy week. And then you go to the bar and you go, I'm just going to have the one. And you walk in and it's 6 a.m. in the morning and you're gone, where did that one drink just turn into a whole night? And then you realize you've got 2 hours of sleep and then you're off to the races. So it's dangerous when you arrive early because you go, well, I'm not going to go and sleep in the hotel room because I need to adjust to the time zone if you're like traveling with a time zone, of course. So yeah, it's dangerous, very dangerous to go out on the Monday.
I think
I like Melissa's idea of maybe meeting at the fountains at a set time and just all hang out.
Yeah,
we got to get
There
some
you go.
pictures like Ocean's 11 or something like over.
Yeah.
Boom.
I heard on
That's
Monday
it.
night that we're gonna
I
put
love
on
that
jammies
idea.
and watch
That's
the Friends
awesome.
reunion.
Yeah, we got to get a really good photographer to take a picture of all of us along the rail, like while the fountains are going on.
Yeah.
Maybe like
Honestly,
Maybe we need a
2.
before and after though. We'll see how wrecked we are for the after. Like,
Yeah, that's true. We should
Who's
do
bringing the
one at
camera
Las Vegas
crews
time,
exactly this time?
one of us will have a camera crew there, I'm sure.
So
There was
Melissa,
one
you
party
saying the
not
Vegas
mentioned,
sign? Sorry,
for
Brandon.
Wednesday. So it contradicts, or it overlaps with Tim and Michael's. Thrasio's throwing the party called Feast at the Fountains, and I think they have full dinner. So my plan is go there and then go gamble at the casino in the clouds. So, I wish they had separated by an hour or two so that we could get more of a full event. But definitely trying to bounce from party to party. That sounds good too.
Sounds amazing. Well, guys, I'm not going to make it. So hopefully at the next conference, I'll see all of you guys. I'm in the midst of building our Airbnb empire. So I'm super busy right now, but I can't wait to see some of you guys. I haven't met some of you, and some of you I have met and haven't seen in a long time, but I'm sorry I can't make it this time. And I hope to see you guys again soon.
And thank you, Andy, for
Thank you,
joining me
Andy.
today on this crazy live and helping me co-host. It's awesome. All right, you guys.
Well,
Good to see everyone.
last
Take care.
comment? No. All right, guys. Have a great one.
Yeah, see y'all at Prosper and Empowery
care.
Women Conference. Bye.
Looking forward to seeing you all
Bye.
next week. We're on.